honestly, how do I get dropped off at my parents' house and have my mom do that? I'm just kidding. If I show up to my mom's house unannounced, she will offer me a snack because Lolise is the queen. I know for a fact that if I left any of our 4 children or all 4 children on the front step of my parents' house, that they would just usher them inside and not think twice about it. But what I will say is I couldn't drop off all 4 kids because, well, let's be real, because Wyatt would rat my ass out. She'd be like, hey, so mom's she's around the corner on the side porch. She would do it in a heartbeat. She wouldn't think it was like funny or anything. She'd be like, you got to get your girl, Nana. Last on Doomscroll, there's a trending TikTok sound from the other podcast that I can confidently say is one of the most badass things ever said on there. And now it's being used by so many women across the sports world, including ESPN analyst Mina Kimes. Queen Emma, hit it.
And I think we all know that if there's one thing that male sports fans want to see in their spaces and on their screens, it's more of me.
It's so good. Let me tell you. The clip for our audio listeners is Mina essentially on every ESPN show. And I love this because I'm going to tell you right now, Mina would not be on every fucking show if she wasn't absolutely nailing it. Okay? So, yeah. Fact is, Mina, I want to see you on our screens, but I do love this. I love this audio so much. I love it. I love all the women in sports that I have seen using this trend. Alona Mar, Livy Dunn, Nebraska volleyball team. There have been so many women who have taken this audio and just absolutely nailed it. So, men, get used to it. Suckers. Coming up, Hannah Einbinder and I are going to shout, "Go Birds!" at each other for probably 60 minutes. So buckle up. But first, this minivan mini update brought to you by Toyota. The real ones heard me say it last week. I've officially been won over by my Toyota Sienna. It happened, and I'm shockingly okay with it. Even though I've been wavering, I have to admit, once field hockey season rolled around, I realized I'm probably in this for the long haul. I love that when I'm carrying all my equipment back to the car, I can kick my foot underneath and the trunk just opens up so I can unload everything right away. I don't have to put it down and find my keys and do the whole dance. You know what I mean? The other thing that's honestly very underrated, the cooling seat, because your girl's sweaty. Not only is the Toyota Sienna insanely convenient for a high school field hockey coach, I apparently earned some cool points too. Or are they called aura points? Chat, help a millennial mom out. My players thought that it was so cool. They were like, oh my gosh, that green really brings out your eyes. That is an incredible car that clearly can hold all of our equipment and your kids at the same time. They were like, have you ever looked cooler in your whip? Do kids even say whip anymore? I'm kidding. They didn't say any of this. Darn it. If you want to give the minivan life a try and join me in my Toyota Sienna, I highly recommend taking it for a test drive at your local Toyota dealership and heading to toyota.com/Sienna to learn more.
I'm starstruck.
Stop.
I am. I'm not one of these people who like cares about like the royal family. Like I really don't. Like I'm not like invested in the British Empire in any way.
Yes.
You are my Princess Diana. Okay. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in the jacket. You are that girl. I am actually starstruck. It's crazy. Like, I can't believe I'm meeting you. Seriously, you are so cool, Kylie.
Oh, no, has said no one ever.
So awesome. No,
Hannah,
I think you are awesome.
You can't bring the heat like that.
I'm sorry. I'm forward.
Let me try to read sentences and then I will bow. Okay. She is the 4-time Emmy nominated and 3-time Golden Globe nominated actress from HBO's hit comedy series Hacks. She's also a stand-up comedian. You know her from her special Everything Must Go. And perhaps most importantly, she's a diehard lifelong Eagles fan who I've been excited to talk to for a very long time. And of course, have no business. Hannah Einbinder, welcome to Not Gonna Lie and go fucking Birds.
Go Birds, baby. Let's go.
Now, First of all, have you ever done an interview where you didn't say go birds?
No. I think
Great.
Go
Love
Birds
that.
is obviously a tool that we know can mean a million different things. You know, congratulations. You just had a baby. Go Birds. You know, hello, goodbye.
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss in some cases. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it can
Yep.
do anything you need it to do. So I'll
Right.
throw it in whenever I can.
I love that so much. Now, before we get into anything else, I do need to start with my own not gonna lie. My first introduction to you was actually, it wasn't from Hacks. It was from another masterpiece of yours that made its rounds on the internet. I believe we have the clip right here. Queen Emma, can you roll it, please?
Philadelphia teams have had to deal with loss, with disappointment, with anguish, with pain for so many years. And I thank the good Lord for blessing us and blessing the Eagles and for winning this game.
All our family is back in Philly.
All our
Uncle Eddie, how do you like us now?
We did it.
See this jersey?
That's us.
Why my name's on the back? Because I'll never be traded.
Never.
Eagles!
E-A-
G-L-E-S, Eagles!
That genuinely makes me tear up. Okay. First of all, who is that sweet gentleman standing next to you?
That's my dad.
Of course it is.
That
Of
is my
course
dad.
It is.
You know, that Silver Linings Playbook is a documentary.
You got it.
know that being an Eagles fan is genetic. It is in the blood.
Yes.
My dad, that was a 2018 Super Bowl. My dad, he grew up in Philly and his dad was from South Philly and his mom was from South Philly and they had these seats at the vet. And throughout my dad's childhood, the Birds were losing. They were losing bad. And they were there every game in the snow, no matter what. And it was painful. And I grew up understanding that legacy, and I grew up understanding that pain. And so I knew what this meant to him, to us, to our family, to his father, who, and I will say this was not on the clip, but he did sort of go into the alleyway after that little spot on the news. And I watched him point to the sky with tears
Stop.
and say, "This one's for you, Dad." So just so everybody knows what's like, this is that we were hammered, obviously. And just like,
No.
it was so meaningful.
The sad part is that I don't know that it was obvious that you guys were hammered because I do feel like that is the standard of Philadelphians.
That's right.
I want to clarify that.
That's right.
I think that is the baseline at which we all function.
That's a fact.
To be clear. So
That's a fact.
But I do think there is something to be said about, like you said, you're born into this, right?
Yes.
Like not only do you not have a choice, but you better get in there with a passion that no one has seen before.
That's right.
And there are few prouder moments with your family members than the way you relate to each other in how you cheer on the Eagles.
It's also like, that organization really cares about the fans. Like my beloved Aunt Cindy passed and my Uncle Eddie inherited the tickets that my grandfather had first at the vet and then at the Link, which by the way, when they tore down the vet, my dad went to Philly and he got the physical seats when they were letting people go get the seats. And like, that was so cool. And we had the seats in the garage. And when my Aunt Cindy passed, like, because Eddie was just always at every game, like, they sent a beautiful message. Like, they know their fans and they care about us. It's probably like the top, like, when I think about my identity, I think the order is like Eagles fan, queer, Jewish, left-handed, redhead. Like, I think it's at the, I think it's above all of those other things. Like,
It's honestly, but I've tried to explain to people that it's not only what you're born into, how you were raised, right?
yeah.
Our daughters have known the Eagles fight song since they could speak. Like
That's
it was in our nursery rhyme rotation.
That's right.
but also like it is something that brings together a community of people. So like obviously people on the outside looking into Philadelphia often have a lot of scrutiny for the way that we conduct ourselves. Our attitudes, I think, are part of the problem.
Underneath all of that is a lot of love. And it is like this cultural thing that maybe is hard to explain to people from the outside, but, we don't care.
We really don't.
We really don't.
Now, speaking of the Philly attitude, I have one more Eagles-related clip that I need to play you because it proves there's zero doubt that you bleed green. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
Oh, my God. You're at a sporting event and the person next to you becomes raucous, taunting young fans. How do you handle this? Well, see, I'm the wrong person to ask. Huge sports fan, really into the Philadelphia Eagles specifically. The person in this scenario, that's me, taunting young fans. I will taunt a child. What more can you say? I mean,
that's a perfect summary. A while ago, there was a clip of a little boy just dropping the double bird and to a visiting fan. And
oh my God.
It's one of those moments, especially because I have 4 children of my own, where I'm like, I tell my kids, like, curse words are grown-up words. You're not really supposed to use them. If my child looked at an opposing team's fan and flipped them a double bird, I would cry tears of joy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell them to do it, and I'm not going to encourage it. But if their soul spoke to them, if all of the former Eagles fans who have passed on, God rest their souls, came down and imparted the wisdom onto her that she needed to double bird an opposing fan, it would be one of the most beautiful moments of my parenthood that I can even imagine.
Because again, it is the presentation of aggressive with the subtext of love.
Yes. I will say that because we have fans, I've said it so many times, that fans end up having truth serum to my husband. So they'll come up to him and they'll be like, I'm a Giants fan. And I say the same 2 things every single time. Number 1, everyone has their flaws. And number 2, we can see eye to eye that Dallas sucks.
That's right.
Like now, if I meet a Cowboys fan, I have been known to step a few steps away and take a picture like this. Because the one person was wearing a Cowboys jersey and I was like, I can't stand next to you. You think I'm going to co-sign that fucking dumbass decision? No, it's not me.
Dying.
It's not me.
Let me tell you something. When you made the decision to obviously support your family and wear the color red but not wear an opposing team's jersey, I said, well, there's my representation in media.
Yeah.
There is the person on screen who I can see myself in. That is the first time I have felt seen.
American pop superstar Taylor Swift and American football player Travis Kelce have announced their engagement. In a post jointly posted on Instagram, the couple wrote, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," along with photos showing Kelce proposing to Swift. The engagement has been welcomed widely on social media, with more than 1.8 million likes on their Instagram post in less than 20 minutes. The NFL also offered congratulations. Swift and Kansas City Chiefs players Kelce have been dating for 2 years. It is unclear when and where the two got engaged. Kelce, a star tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs and a Super Bowl champion, and Swift started dating in 2023. Their relationship has been documented in countless shots of Swift celebrating at Chiefs games and fan videos of Kelce dancing along at Swift's Eras concert tour as it traveled the globe. The news also comes ahead of the release of Swift's 12th studio album in October. Taylor Swift just said yes to a forever love story with Travis Kelce. After 2 years of dating, the Grammy winner and the Kansas City Chiefs tight end are engaged, they shared on August 26. As the couple announced in a joint Instagram post, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. The accompanying photos showed Travis down on one knee in an ethereal garden laden in pink and white roses. The subsequent images showed the couple embracing, as well as a close-up look of Taylor's gorgeous diamond ring, Old Mine brilliant cut, designed by Artifacts Fine Jewelry's Kindred Lubeck. Taylor and Travis, both 35, first sparked romance rumors in the summer of 2023, after the athlete attended the Blank Space Singers Eras Tour concert at Arrowhead Stadium, where his attempt to give her a friendship bracelet was intercepted. I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings, Travis said on a July 2023 episode of his New Heights podcast with brother Jason Kelce. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her. And even though the opportunity was fumbled, the Ohio native ended up getting Taylor's attention. This all started when Travis very adorably put me on blast on his podcast, which I thought was metal as hell, she told Time in her December 2023 Person of the Year cover story. We started hanging out right after that. So we actually had a significant amount of time that no one knew, which I'm grateful for, because we got to get to know each other.